Hey! This is the final video in the I Know, So You Know series. I've got a few last tips about coloring and vector line editing that I might have missed earlier, so I'm wrapping them up right here. I mainly use this program for drawing cartoons, but the principles I've shown can apply to other design work too, like logos, lettering, and more. In the last 4 videos, I focused on drawing, simple tool usage, and the basics that are really useful when creating illustrations. I didn't go too deep into every single detail, but what I showed should be enough to help you get started and actually create something. Alright, now, let's talk about another way to color your vector ink lines. We already looked at the vector flood fill tool in the first couple of videos, but there's another method that works really well too. After you've finished inking your character using the pencil tool, and you've got all your lines done using stroke curves, select all of those curves. Then go to the layer menu, and choose expand stroke. Next, select all those shapes and use add boolean to merge them into one combined shape. You don't have to do this, it still works if they're grouped. But merging them just makes things cleaner and easier to manage. If you don't want to merge, just group them instead. Duplicate the merged shape, or press Ctrl+J. Click the fill hole icon at the top of the screen, or go to Layer Geometry Fill Hole. Now change that fill to your character's base color, whatever main color you're going for. From there, use the Vector Flood Fill tool to quickly add colors to other parts. After that, you can combine shapes with the same color. Go to the Select menu, choose Select Same Fill Color, then hit Add Boolean again. Or you can do this right from the Layers panel. If the colors look too dark or off, just tweak them. That's one of the best parts of working in vector. Editing colors is fast and super flexible. You can add shadows, highlights, or make quick changes anytime. This method really helps speed up the process. Just remember the key steps. That's it. This is a simple 2D solid color style, which makes it super easy to tweak. Let's add a background and maybe an outline effect to bring it to life. Next, we're gonna create a textured brush to draw a necklace, just to give it that wrapper vibe. I actually showed how to make this kind of brush in a previous video, but no worries if you missed it. Let's quickly go over it again. First, draw the necklace. Then use the Shape Builder tool to combine or subtract shapes. Honestly, I sometimes forget to use this tool myself. I usually rely more on Boolean operations. But definitely try it out, it's a great tool to explore. Once the shape is done, export it as a PNG. Head over to the brush panel and create a new textured image brush. Adjust the red dashed lines at the start and end of the brush body to make the texture seamless, and don't forget to click repeat. For textured image brushes, turn off the color panel so the brush keeps the actual image colors. Now, since this brush applies texture along a path, you can't expand the stroke. So if you need to erase parts of it, switch to Pixel Persona and just use the eraser tool. Affinity Designer will automatically create a mask. As I've said before, there are many ways to work, and many ways to fix things. If you've watched all 5 videos, I'm sure you're now able to use Affinity Designer pretty well. With just a bit more practice exploring the tools, you'll definitely be able to handle it, even if you're a beginner. Also, you won't be able to add a shadow directly, even if Protect Alpha is turned on. You'll need to rasterize the layer first. Just go to Layer menu and select Rasterize. Then you can add shadows using the Multiply Blending mode. Working with vector art is all about clean, sharp lines that scale without losing quality. But that doesn't mean raster work isn't good. What's great about Affinity Designer is that it lets you work with both vector and raster at the same time. So if you've already bought the program, make the most of it. I switched from Illustrator to Affinity Designer, and it didn't take long to get used to. If you're new, just try following this series step by step. I think you'll get the hang of it quickly. Okay, let's go over some coloring tips real quick. Expanding strokes on closed areas makes coloring easier. Or you can use Fill Hole from the Layer menu, under Geometry. If you've already expanded a stroke and you notice parts of your ink aren't fully closed, just grab the node tool and fix it. To select nodes freehand, hold Alt and drag. Then pull the end points together to close the shape. You'll see a little hole inside the path. You can fill that area using the Vector Flood Fill tool. If there are several open areas that aren't filling properly, go to the Layer menu and switch the fill mode to winding. That'll help fill in all the gaps automatically. It's one of those tiny tips that's easy to forget but super useful. And before we wrap up, let's try changing the mouth a little. Since it's a shape, you can just use the node tool, delete the current one, and draw a new one. I usually don't go hunting for tools to fix stuff. When a character uses solid colors like this, I often find it quicker to just redraw things on top. Alright, that's it for today. If this video helped you out, and you're feeling generous, or maybe you just want to buy me a virtual coffee, there's a super thanks button waiting for you down below. No pressure at all. Just watching and subscribing is already amazing support. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.